how do you build trust in a trust recession? That's where we're at in the high ticket space. And that's what I'm going to talk to you about today. I did a previous lesson on what I call the 10-15-5 protocol, and I'll link to that in this video. But essentially what it means is you want people to consume 10 hours of your content with 15 different touch points on 5 different platforms. And I've talked with a lot of people about this, and they always come back with the same thing. Ben, I don't know if I can produce that much content. I don't know how many touch points I can get or all the different platforms. I can't be everywhere. I only have so much time. I want to show you how to condense that. And it's actually a lot easier than you think. And that's what I'm going to talk to you about in this video. So let me bring you over to my iPad. As you see here, again, 10-15-5, 10 hours of content, 15 different touch points on 5 different platforms. So what does this look like? That's our goal. Of course, it doesn't have to be exact, but that's what you're shooting for. And the reason that we're shooting for this is because we need to build trust. We need people to be able to recognize our authority and be able to trust that you're going to be able to help them get where they want to go. That's the purpose of this, right? The days of people just opting into your opt-in page and then booking a call, they're over. So what we need to do is we need to build that trust. We need to do as quickly as we possibly can. So I'm going to take you through a couple of examples here. So let's say you do a long form video on YouTube. And let's say that this is a 30-minute video, okay? This is a really good way to condense timeframes. You could also do the same thing with a webinar. You could do a 90-minute webinar or a 45-minute or a 60-minute webinar. But what you do from here is really, really important. So let's just say you do a long form video, and then what you can do is you can create 3 short form videos from that. So what we've just accomplished essentially is 1 touch point. We've got 3 more touch points. That's a total of 4 just from that one webinar that we did. Now, what if we were to take that? These are 3 shorts on YouTube. We take those same 3 shorts and we put them on Facebook. That brings us 3 more. So that brings us to 7. We do the same thing. We put them on IG. That brings us to 10. Okay. We do the same thing and we send out an email with the long form content replay. Okay, so email might be another one, and that brings us to 11. You see what's starting to happen here? And this is just with one form of content. So I'm not going to beat this to death. I think that you understand the idea here. What we're trying to get people to do is to consume content, and we're doing it on different platforms. So you notice here, we've got YouTube, we've got Facebook, we've got IG, we've got email. That's 4 platforms right there. You might take it a level further and you might run ads. Let's say, for example, to one of these short form videos. And you might create 3 to 5 different ads from those videos, from those short forms. And that's what you're retargeting. You're hitting those people over and over again. So retargeting meaning you're hitting people that have engaged with your social, your middle of funnel traffic, people who've opted into a lead magnet or some sort of interaction with your business. You can start to see really all I did was really one main form of content, one big, long form of content. And I'm just repurposing it and I'm driving activity back over and over and over again to consume more and more content. So it's not like you need to send people to 10 different 1-hour long form videos. That's not the purpose. It's just consuming your content and over and over and over again. And if it's little minutes here and there, that's okay because they actually start to add up. And then of course, the different touch points can be throughout your entire funnel process. And then the different platforms, it's actually a lot easier than you think. So it's really more about repurposing and being omnipresent and making sure that you're everywhere and they can see you so they continue to consume that information. Now, if you go out and you were to do this again. So let's say, for example, this was a long form video and you decided to create a webinar or you wanted to do a masterclass and you record that masterclass. Again, send out the replays on email, put it up on YouTube, right? Run a retargeting ad to it, chop it up into bits and pieces and make YouTube shorts, make, Instagram posts, make Facebook posts. You see what we're doing here? We're taking our knowledge and our expertise and we're chopping it up and we're distributing it multiple different platforms, creating multiple different touch points. And all that's doing is just building trust. That's the secret to this 10-15-5 protocol, making sure that you're building trust over a period of time with your target audience.